Welcome back to Code and Conquer Daily, where we solve a new LeetCode problem every single day. If this helps you out, please hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you never miss tomorrow's solution. Today we're tackling problem number 877, stoneGame. LeetCode problem number 877, stoneGame. Alice and Bob play a game with piles of stones. There are an even number of piles arranged in a row, and each pile has a positive integer number of stones piles, I. The objective of the game is to end with the most stones. The total number of stones across all the piles is odd, so there are no ties. Alice and Bob take turns, with Alice starting first. Each turn, a player takes the entire pile of stones either from the beginning or from the end of the row. This continues until there are no more piles left, at which point the person with the most stones wins. Assuming Alice and Bob play optimally, return true if Alice wins the game, or false if Bob wins. For example, given piles equals 5 3 4 5, the expected output is true. A brute force approach would involve trying all possible moves for Alice and Bob, and then checking if Alice wins or not. However, this approach would be very inefficient, as the number of possible moves grows exponentially with the number of piles. We would need to consider all possible combinations of moves, which would result in a time complexity of n factorial. The complexity here is O(n). The optimal approach is to use dynamic programming to solve this problem. We can create a 2D array, dp, where dp, I, j, represents the maximum number of stones Alice can get from the piles from index I to j. We can fill up this array by considering all possible moves for Alice and Bob, and then choosing the move that gives Alice the maximum number of stones. The time complexity of this approach is O(n squared, which is much more efficient than the brute force approach. The complexity here is O(n squared). Now let's implement the optimal solution in C++. I'll write it out step by step so you can follow along. Thanks so much for watching. If this helped, give the video a like, share it with someone who's learning, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss tomorrow's LeetCode solution. See you in the next one.